Hello, beasties. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be looking really evil, but I'm really excited to have this on. And it's really exciting. So festive. You guys, isn't this so fun? Like, and it's not heavy. It fits good. I think this represents like a tooth or a bone or something. I don't like that. I would have put a diamond. But like, I wish I could have had the makeup for you guys and the cheekbones and the prosthetics. I can't do all that. I can't stop looking at myself in the screen. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, thank you to Disney for inviting me to the Maleficent Mistress of Evil pre-screening. Some people are calling it Maleficent 2. That's not really the main title, but I get it. It's the second movie. I'm really excited to get into this because unlike Joker, which was super heavy, super depressing, super traumatizing, and Gemini Man, which was super action-packed and all this pressure on the technology, this is a nice, fun fantasy story. Let me just say that I had not seen the first Maleficent ever, and I really didn't know why, and I kind of forgot that I didn't. So my first piece of homework was to watch the first one from 5 years ago. So I did that last week, and I'm super late, but I was like, wow, that was really good. I didn't know that backstory line, and I was kind of like, you know, she really is like a diva, and she is one of the prettiest villains with the most interesting costume, and we never kind of knew why. So I'm actually glad they went to her backstory. We learned a little bit more about how she's evil, but then she kind of took it back, but then she's still kind of evil when she wants to be. If you're like me and you never saw the first Maleficent, you have to. This isn't one of those movies where you can just watch the second one standalone and not be confused and not know who's who. You have to get into the background of Angelina Jolie's character, Maleficent. You have to get into Sleeping Beauty's character, Aurora. You have to know where, when, why, how, and who. This movie starts exactly 5 years later, just like it came out 5 years ago. Aurora is now a beautiful, young, gorgeous lady, and pretty soon as the movie starts, we see her ruling her fairy kingdom. I don't know what the heck anybody is. The trees are really scary. Okay, everybody else is really cute and small, and there's trolls and these little toad things, but every time I see those trees, man. So Aurora's killing it. She got over Maleficent, you know, poisoning her and, you know, trying to make her sleep for all of eternity. The fairies, the fairy godmothers, they are, I'm sorry, after the first Maleficent, they were trash. I don't know who hired them. They were the worst babysitters, caretakers known to man, known to fairies. Well, they're out frolicking about. Everybody seems really good, but Maleficent is still up on this dark, tall hill, kind of secluded. We don't know what she's really going through, but before we can even figure that out, Prince Philip from the Kingdom of Ulstead comes and proposes. And it's a big magical day. Everybody's in on it, except for Maleficent. And that's when things go left. She's like, nah. And Aurora's like, I'm not asking. And Maleficent is like, neither am I. And so it's like, okay, I know you're my mom, but you're not really my mom. But you know, Aurora, she's really polite. She's very mature. So she understands where Maleficent is coming from, because now that means she's really going to be all alone. And this is like her daughter that she never had, that she never knew she wanted, because she was really kind of evil after the whole True Love's Kiss thing. So some time goes by. Aurora's like, please, mom, please support this. I'm going to do it. You're not going to be alone. I still love you. Maleficent is coming around, and Prince Philip is like, hey, my parents really want you to come to dinner, and they want Maleficent to come too. You really want this evil, wicked witch that everybody is scared of, because we don't even know how far her power can go. She can turn birds into people. She can turn people into bird dogs. She almost put her fake daughter to sleep for all of eternity. But then she could also have the power to reverse it because she was True Love's Kiss. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Anyways, so it's kind of like a Meet the Fockers situation. King John and Queen Ingrid. I'm sorry, I really don't like that name. It takes a lot of effort to say. Ingrid Queen Ingrid invites Maleficent, Aurora, and Diaval, the raven that turned into a human. Yeah, we're all still here. They all go to dinner at this lavish castle, this lavish long table set for 50, even though there's 5 of them. And this is one of my favorite scenes because I love how Maleficent is so witty and snarky and rude and sarcastic, but you really feel bad for her sometimes because she really is trying not to be mean. And they go through this whole training before where she's like looking at herself in the reflection of the water. She's like, hello, nice to meet you, with her fangs out, and she still looks crazy, but she kind of gets it together. So they all sit down, and that's when we find out Queen Ingrid is a little meanie pants. I can't say the real word. She has another motive. She's not happy with this marriage. She's just as upset as Maleficent, but they're both playing this fake role of I'm gonna be happy and it's for the kids, but nah. Things go left all the way around in a circle to go left again. But that's when the movie really starts, and it's non-stop action drama from there. Just to get this out of the way, I love the movie. It's definitely worth seeing. I don't know what's going on. I really try to stay away from reading all these reviews and Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I swear critics are paid now to go against the grain. I've seen 1 star. I've seen this movie is not worth seeing, it's a flop, and I'm just like, what? Like, where? And I promise you, I am not paid to say this, and I am not saying it just because I'm a Disney fan or Angela Jolie fan. It's just not true. From here on out, if you guys want to know the truth, come right here, come to me, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. Honorable mention, the costuming, set design, graphics, the makeup, everything jumped like 100%. Everything got so much better. Sometimes I caught myself just staring at Angelina. Like, her makeup and her outfits were just so gorgeous, so dark and like elegant at the same time. And even Queen Ingrid, who I can't stand, her outfits were gorgeous. Everything was pearls and diamonds and silver and gold and flowing, and I want all of it. This little tooth is like going into my skin. Can you guys see? Ow, I gotta take it off. Whew, okay, that's a lot better. It was a little hotter than I thought, and sorry for all the frizzies and flyaways. That fake leather wasn't really helping. Since we have no story to go off of, I wasn't playing this game of like, is this what they did in the original? Is this what it says in the book? It was just a whole new story that you got to just get lost in and figure out what happens. We find out more about Maleficent's kind of people. There's a full-on war at the end. It's just really action-packed. And it made me realize, like, I miss Angelina Jolie. I'm still waiting for Wanted 2. I'm still waiting for Salt 2. As far as Michelle Pfeiffer, it made me want to go watch the Batman where she was Catwoman. Even though it was a cheesy role, she's still the best favorite Catwoman I've ever seen. Have you ever seen What Lies Beneath? That was pretty good. Anyways, so it's 2 OGs that are a perfect matchup. They were both equally evil, equally fun, equally snarky, both have stunning eyes. The king and the prince, y'all are there, but you're kind of useless. I love how this movie is just about the 3 women, Aurora, kind of the mother-in-law, and the mom, all going at it. There's a lot of trickery and switcheroos that I caught on to early on, but that's a big reveal at the end, and it ties in with the overall plot. I just think it was a really fun movie. My mom asked me, she was like, is this like a kid's movie? And I was like, no. Like, I don't really think it's a kid's movie. They could watch it, but I definitely felt like I was just watching a Disney movie for me. I didn't feel like, oh, I should have brought a little kid to watch it with me so I don't feel as crazy. No, like, this is just a Disney villain movie. I don't know how Elle Fanning literally looks the same age. One thing I was a little upset about, the fairies never changed back into humans like they were in the first movie. I kind of liked them. It reminded me of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. You have the smart one, you have the ditzy one, and kind of the one in between who can go both ways. There's one part, there's a big battle at the end. What was the plan, y'all? Because it's Angelina's people versus this entire kingdom of Ulstead. I don't really understand how you guys didn't prepare for what you were going against. Also, something that I would like explained, but doesn't really need to be explained, is how much power does Angelina have? It seems like she can do a bunch of things, and then everybody else like her has like 1/15 that amount of power. At one moment, we think maybe Maleficent is gonna find a love interest. I mean, something could still go down. I kind of feel like the movie is underrated. It comes out today, Friday, October 18th, but I haven't seen that much promotion for it. When I was at the screening, kind of felt underdressed. They were like full on in feathers. There was auroras, there was random fairies. Like, dang, I hecka missed out by watching Maleficent, the first one, 5 years later. Where was I? It's a good love story. It's a good war story. She's not really evil. She's just troubled story. I was happy with the ending. It didn't leave me like, well, what happens with this? They could go on again. They definitely could. Here's something you guys need to understand about Hollywood. Hollywood hates taking risks. So when you see a part 2 of a movie of a part 3 and you're like, yo, why? Part 1 or the original was horrible. It's because they know they got at least this many to go see this one, and at least half of them will probably see the second one out of curiosity or because they loved that first one. So it's just less of a risk to introduce the public to a whole new idea they've never heard of. That's why there's so many comic book remakes and Shakespeare remakes, and we just keep doing everything over and over and over because they know if you liked the Spider-Man comic in the 19 whatever, you're gonna see all of them until they never stop making them. We keep elevating technology, we keep getting better actors, we keep getting better costumes, better stunts. Like, we can just do more and more, so they're just gonna keep doing it over and over. Another question I had is, how many kingdoms are surrounding the Moors? Because so Aurora abandoned her kingdom. We found out that she just gave it to the people. I don't really know what that means. Did it turn into an Airbnb? Like, can you just stay there when you want? Is it a hotel? I don't really understand the geography of how far everything is away and how it's only separated by a river, but I guess it doesn't matter. Overall, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I really think that the movie deserves some sort of accolade for, like I said, its makeup and costumes. It was outstanding. I definitely recommend seeing it, especially if you saw and liked the first one. You definitely won't be disappointed. I like this one better than the first one for sure. I will give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. I think the theory of Maleficent's character is there's a fine line between villain and hero, and sometimes it's okay to play a little bit of both for the greater good. All right, well, this is my review. Let me know if you guys are gonna see it, what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next movie review because I'm literally going to see one right now and I have another one tomorrow. Okay, bye.